Yeah, talking to the offensive line, I believe it was this week. All of the weeks are running together now. All of the days are turning into one. But just coming away from that, feeling that this is a group that believes in themselves. It's a very confident offensive line group. Josh Simmons at left tackle, Josh Fryer at right tackle. I think things are falling into place, and Carson Hinsman trying to fight off Vic Cutler at this point. And I think the things are set now in terms of at least four of the five, and albeit we'll see if Victor Cutler can close the gap and go past Carson Hinsman. But I think right now it's going to be Simmons at left tackle, Donovan Jackson at left guard. I guess I'll say Hinsman at center until proven otherwise, because every time I've seen him, he's been with the ones. And Matt Jones at right guard and Josh Fryer at right tackle. And talking to Fryer this past week, I asked him, you spent your entire spring at left tackle, and this summer was thinking you're going to be left tackle, and your first week of fall camp is at left tackle. And so what goes through your mind when you're told you're going to move to right tackle? And first of all, he has no problem moving around. That's what his entire Ohio State career has been, so he's accustomed to that. But he told me during the summer he was hoping they'd move him. Like he was wanting to be moved to right tackle, basically. So when they said, hey, we're going to move you over to right tackle, he was fine with that. And that's the place where I think he's more comfortable there. I think he's better suited for that. You combine him at right tackle with the kind of athleticism that they're talking about with Josh Simmons at left tackle. I think that makes more sense for what they've got. And it's we'll see how Josh Simmons plays, but just imagine them not having him at this point. You might be seeing like Luke Montgomery, a true freshman, starting at left or right tackle for the Buckeyes this year. And that would be great for the future. I don't know how good that would be for Ohio State right now, having a true freshman on the offensive line. They've done it in the past, and it's a rare individual who can. I think Luke Montgomery is a rare individual, but right now they're so much deeper and more experienced with Simmons in the lineup.
Does this offensive line realize that people are doubting them, that they're a question mark, that they're considered the wild card or the unit that needs to be figured out for this team to reach its goals?
I'm sorry, I blipped out there. I didn't hear the question. What was it again?
Yeah, basically, do these guys up front on the offensive line realize that people are considering them the question mark, the unit that needs to be figured out for this team to reach its goals, that they're kind of on the spot?
Yeah, I did a story on Enoch Vamahi, who's kind of ticketed right now as a backup. Back in the spring, Justin Fry was lamenting the fact that he needs to get Enoch Vamahi a starting spot somewhere, but doesn't really have one for him. And he's like in his fourth year at Ohio State. And, you'd say the moving sidewalk is ending. Please look down. But he's been a great soldier, through all this and been there, in case they've ever needed him. And he has been pressed into service in some key moments here and there, but not a lot. And he said that they do the best that they can to tune out the outside noise and just listen to the coaches on what they have to do on a day in and day out basis to get better. And he said that by doing that, it really kind of gives you that inner peace to know that everything that people are talking about outside those walls really isn't a factor. I mean, you improve, you get better, you put your own destiny in your own hands, and that's kind of how they've attacked it. And he's a veteran guy who's talked about that. I posted the interview with Enoch Vamahi on our site, and he is from Hawaii, about 100 miles from Maui, where they've had the wildfires, and over 100 people, have been lost their lives, and millions of dollars in devastation there. And he did put out a plea for people to go to the Red Cross site and donate to that cause, which I would reiterate as well here. But, his thought back on the offensive line was that they've tuned out all the outside noise. They know it's out there. I mean, it's hard to escape it, but their way to approach that is to tune it out and go to work. And from what I've seen, that's been an effective way to look at it.
Yeah, I don't remember which of the linemen I asked. It may have been Josh Fryer, but asking him about how you guys are viewed as the question mark, basically in the entire team. And this is a team that has defensive question marks coming back from last year. But the answers that I would get were basically just watch, just wait, you'll see, that sort of thing. The confidence that they have right now is really high. It's also the same kind of confidence that the defense has. So maybe, I don't know, is it all just player speak and coach speak? I don't think all of it is. I think there is an air of confidence going around there, and they know that they're the question mark, and they can do the math. 3 new starters, and so yeah, they've got to get together, and that's why you get this offensive line set after Saturday, and now those 5 players all stick together and play together and gel as an offensive line. And Mika Hanna asking any news on George Fitzpatrick. He's like the number 3 left tackle right now. You've got Zen Mahalski in the mix and with the 3s as well, and Miles Walker, the true freshman, in the 3s or the 4s. That's how deep they are right now. So Zen Mahalski, the number 1 right tackle coming out of spring, is now essentially the number 3 right tackle in fall camp.
We've got another offensive line question coming in from Chad. Does having Donovan Jackson next to Jimmy Simmons give Fry more confidence in moving him over?
No question. And Josh Simmons basically said that, Jimmy Simmons, he basically said that Donovan Jackson is a great resource for him. Donovan Jackson has started one season and was also the 6th offensive lineman as a true freshman back in 2021, national top 50 player out of Texas. And he's lived up to the billing, much as Paris Johnson did before him as the 5-star blue chip offensive line recruit. And I think you're going to see Donovan Jackson push for some All-American honors and potentially, I don't know that guards typically get drafted in the first round, but if they do, maybe late first round or second round, whatever. If you're a great player, they'll find you type thing. And he sounds like he takes care of his business. And I think that helps Simmons a great deal at left tackle to have a guy who has been there and played well in the big games to lean on. So I think no question Justin Fry likes that pairing on the left side. That's their best left side pairing. And those guys are going to clean a lot of people's behinds, I think. As one of my old buddies used to say, that was one of his favorite terms when an offensive line was really getting the job done this coming season.